Hello there people, this is 3DFX. We are back in the action. Today what we will be trying to focus on is we're going to try to focus on fixing some of the mistakes or rather excessively loud parts that we had from the volume mixing yesterday. I don't know really what happened yesterday. I was surprised actually that it the last video but anyway, so what we will do, we will try to just find the loudest parts that disturbs the most, and we will mix down the volume of these parts. So as you can see, the entire track now is yellow. It means that I'm finished with the volume, the pink noise volume mixing. I turned all yellow because I needed to know what track was done. So I turned them yellow one by one like that, just to know what was done and what was that way. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna listen through this again, and I'm going to try to use my fresh ears, and we will see how what will stand out in the mix and what will be too loud for me. So what I'll do is I'll probably start the mix like it is right now. We can also take a check on our master here. You can double click here, and if you want to reach the master here, you can go down here, arrange is here, mix is here, edit is here. So go to mix then and double click the master, so you make sure you have the master there. And in my case, okay, so you can look at your fader down here. It should be at 0. And I have downloaded a meter that is called Julian Loudness meter. This one is free, guys, so that's a very good thing that you can check to check your so-called LUFS levels, and that's loudness unit, full scale I think it is short for. And the reference that you want to go for is probably something like Spotify, and to just and that would be like, if what we want here is the integrated value properly, what I'm going to go with. And right now it says minus 17.8. And what I would do if I were you guys, I would Google Spotify LUFS. So let's write that in here. Spotify LUFS. I need to do this because my keyboard is broken here. So okay, so let's go into here and Spotify LUFS 2022. Let's do that. And I need to turn on my internet as well. There we go. And just wait for internet to come online. So let's see. Yeah. Sometimes I shut off internet just because I'm a little paranoid for hackers and whatever. So okay, so what LUFS should I master for Spotify? Should I master to 14 LUFS? Let's see. Spotify LUFS, can we have that? Yeah, Spotify states minus 14 LUFS. I mean, that's the pretty much standard. This was in 28 December 2020. I think that's the same standard right now. So you know, okay, minus 14 is something you should aim for as a general value for your entire mix. My mixes does not exactly have that value. It's actually a little lower, but I think it's better that it's lower than it's higher than minus 14. So now it's minus 17. So okay, so and we don't really know the LUFS until we run the entire song. So it does an average, I think it is. So what we'll do, anyway, we will what we will do actually what we will do first off here is we will simply do as I told the first time, and it is to try to cut as many of the loudest parts as possible. So we'll start with this and stop talking. So let's start over here. Check my time here, 5 minutes, okay. So this is the start. And here it sounds fairly a little bit loud to me anyway. But I'll mostly check the effects and stuff like that. So in my opinion, already too loud on these ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going over here, I'm checking there's no automation, and let's lower this one. Let's do this again. Okay, I'm gonna run with that. So, and when that's done, that means that these are also done. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check over here because we have one more sample over there. And I'm gonna probably check over here to see. This will be a little here to here again. This one. So we need to let's see. Okay, so we have a ton of more here up here, so that's a problem there. So can't really compare with the these. It's just way too many samples to be honest. But yeah, so what we'll do here, I think I'm gonna just solo these and see basically how they sound and compare them to the first here. Sound pretty fine to me actually there. And let's try here. Okay, so that's decent. I'm going to label these one green now, so I make that's my sign of knowing how they that they are finished or finished. I mean, they're better than before anyway. So okay, so now let's touch this up. So let's see. Let's also see. I just want to check these hi-hats and stuff in the beginning here. I think they're loud. Maybe the kick is a little loud too, of course. So let's just try to fix this. Let's just see here. So this one is not so loud. Let's see. So I'll start over here. Okay, so let's see. That's pretty good right there, so I'm gonna buy that. So let's see. Drum loop. I'm gonna buy that. So let's say this is done. And see here, this one. Let's say that's done. And the kick is pretty loud. We're gonna take that to the last, I guess. So let's do this one. Quite decent. Okay, let's have this one green, and let's have this one green, and let's see. That's the synth there, and delay bass. Let's try that one perhaps. So let's see. So we have the delay here and we have it there. Let's just see. So let's see how that sounds together with these greeny minis. There we go. I think it's pretty good there actually. It's actually the kick and a ton of other things that's a nuisance here. So I think we'll have to mix down the kick, otherwise we can't really hear what we're gonna reference here. So let's do that first, I guess. Let's try. And let's do that with the greeny mini mix. Also, let's use the delay bass. Maybe something like that. I think I'm gonna buy that actually. Yeah. Okay, can you get green please? You get any other color? No, Bitwig is bugging. Okay, that's annoying. Let's select all of these. Let's zoom in, right click, green, thank you. That works better. So when this is done, we will see. And now we can hear in relation to this, the delay bass is a little loud, so I'll just drop it. Maybe something like that. I'll have that. So let's see. I will now turn this greeny mini. Ah, now it works. Thanks. Okay, so let's move over here and let's have that big boom. Okay, I know this boom is quite loud, but I'm gonna do it because I want it out of the way. So we have it on two places, one here and one over there. So that okay, so at 64 and at let's see, 144 bars. So yeah, any hooters, let's move on and do this. So let's solo this over here and just do it in relation to what we already got here. So I'll let them be all soloed there. And it didn't really sound that loud to me actually. So maybe I'll just keep it and see later. I will not touch it for now, and we'll see if it fits or not. So then whenever we mix it later, we will turn it green, so it's done. Okay, we will move on with the effects. So I think it is, if it's not. Okay, so this channel here is not really used. We can remove that channel to make it a little easier. And there's another one that we don't seem to use, so I'll probably just cut that channel. There's nothing in the channel strip, and we have actually one silent one here. We have another one there. Always good to remove these if you really think you're done with the track. And I am, so basically it's just a mix down now. Okay, so let's focus now on the FX1 right over here. See if we can do that a tad better, more balanced. So FX1, let's see how that sounds in context with the other. Really? I'm guessing Bitwig don't want. Okay, sorry, I forgot to solo it. Of course, let's do it again. Now let's see. Already start hearing it. This will be loud, I guess. Yeah, it's loud. Let's do this again then. See if we can take it down a notch. I think maybe something like here or more, perhaps. Yeah. That's more like it. It's a little silent, but it's better it's silent with this store, so I'll buy that. We will have that green, because we also have this sample here, so that's fine and dandy. Let's move on. Let's have this one. Let's also check. It seems like, okay, so we have one sample over here on that track. Let's not remove that one. Okay. So let's focus here. Oh, forgot to. So I think should be around there. Gonna buy that, so let's do green. Okay, forget it then, Bitwig. Let's do it the right way, that always works. Right click over here and do this, that will always work, I suppose. And so we have the sample we forgot, so let's go to this track and move over here. And I'm gonna take here because the mix is most busy here, I suppose. And let's. So in relation, this one is a lot louder. So let's see if we can get it down a notch. That's something like it. That's what I like. Okay, so that's fine, and we'll run with that. So I'll say this is done. Let's go to this sample over here. Solo. Yep, it's loud, alright. That's pretty good. I'm gonna say that's done. There we go. Okay, that didn't work. Let's have it done the proper way. There we go. And now let's focus on this one. Loud as well. So we can also drag this one in here. Starting to sound pretty good. Let's have a little something like that. Let's have it like that's -10, so let's see if we can go better. I think -10 is probably pretty decent. There we go. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. So what we'll do is let's have these green. Thank you. And here we go. Let's move on. We will take this one over here. So let's just see. Yep, they're done. It's really important to check you don't miss anything. So let's have this one. So let's do that shorter. That is good. Okay, so done and dusted. Let's have this track labeled Greeny Meeny. There we go. Obviously this is a very repetitive process, but it pays off in the end, as you will hear. So let's move on. Something around there. Pretty good. I'm gonna probably buy that actually. So let's have that. Greeny Meeny. There we go. Okay, so sub bass. Let's see what we can do about you. Okay, that's a little loud, so you could see if there are something that are less loud. And these ones. Good there. So that's that. We have the sub bass here and we have this synthesizer over here. So next on my list is this silent one here. So let's take that. And that's gonna be a little hard to compare to something because we're not really comparing to drums. We're comparing to itself because there's no other synth, so I'll just have it over here. I think what you probably want to do is still automate this with some cutoff or something else later, if you like to do that. So maybe we'll look at that later. I'm not sure if I'm gonna green mark this yet. I'm probably gonna leave that for a little bit while. Okay, so let's try the sub bass for a while. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I took the sub bass down. I'm gonna take the see here, maybe I'm gonna have it at -20, I guess, just so it has a little bite and it's not too low, because the bass is really important. So anyway, so let's do it. And this one lower. That sounds pretty good. 7, I think it was. So that's fine and dandy. And also, as I wasn't happy with the pink noise mixing since yesterday that I did, or the last video. I'm gonna save this over my file that is called Beam Revival Volume Mix. Like that. That's what I'm gonna do. So I save this and put yes over it. So sometimes it's good to save, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. And I'm going to now, because I have done the sub bass first and then the synthesizer, and I feel the synthesizer sounds better now with the bass. So I'm gonna call that done. So I click greeny meeny on that one. And we will also select all of the bass lines in here, and I will do greeny meeny on that. So let's see. Alrighty then, let's move on. So here we go, see. Let's see. We're gonna be at the chords here. So what I think I would like to do before anything is actually the drive here. I'm really not sure I'm gonna have the drive in the mix, but we'll see that in the end. So what we'll do, there's another bass over here which we're probably gonna have to do, so I'll do that first. Okay, so let's play this one and solo this as well. Here we go. That's pretty loud. I'm gonna turn it to something like that. Something like that. I think that's fine. And if anything needs to be, you know, changed later, you can always change it anyway. So don't worry about that. Don't fret. Let's see drive. We're gonna do this drive over here. And I wonder if I'm gonna have this. I don't know. Okay, I'll keep it, but I'll keep that yellow in case I want to delete it later, so I know. Okay, I'm not sure. So let's move on, and let's do this one, and that is this one. And it's a really weird sound, so I'm not sure I'm gonna keep that either. So. Could be something that needs to happen. So I'm probably gonna keep it right over there. Alright, so but also with this one, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, so I'm gonna leave that yellow. And let's see if we can have the pads. Let's do the pads a little bit later here. Let's see, we don't have anything else but that, so let's just... They're gonna be a little hard to pinpoint compared to other stuff here. So, because the pads are meant to be transparent, so it's hard not to have it in relation to some other sounds to mix it. So I would prefer to have another sound. It's just that I don't really feel like doing that right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be fine with these, and I'm just gonna mark them green. And mark this one green as well. See, I think they're fine. If they're not, just change them, just to make sure I'm done with them. See, okay, so I have so I have the where am I? Let's see. Here, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna estimate this now, so because like over here. Okay, that one changes very quickly, I can hear, so you gotta be careful with this one. Actually, nope. Okay, so what did you do, man? Automation. Why did that happen? Oh, why did you have to do that? Bitwig. Why did you do this? It's annoying, man. Let's just see. I never... Sure, I don't have any hackers here. Goodbye. So I think this is weird because now I know that I have to restart entire Bitwig Studio because you can clearly see I'm at minus 11 dB. That would make sound, but it doesn't. It's at the bottom here. Annoying. Okay, so let's see. It's a very sensitive one because it's transparent, so pluck. I don't want to do the pluck now. This is like the melodies, it's pretty important to get it right, so but let's check this. That's pretty loud. Let's have this. So right. So there is that, and this one is. So what I'll do, I will take this one first, because this is the least loud, I think. And it changes quite quickly, so. Okay, so I'll do this in relation to this one, and that one is the loud, so. I'll just have it at that, I guess. Maybe it's a little too loud, but. More in background now. Okay, so we will move on with this one also. I think it sounds fairly decent in minus 60. I feel maybe this one is a little loud. That sounds pretty decent. We're gonna try to label this way, and of course it doesn't. Yeah, it works. Thank you. And let's have this one, and let's have this one green. Okay, thank you. Now we have a pad over here. Maybe around there. That sounds pretty beautiful like that, so we're gonna greeny meanie that. So Alright, so thank you for that. Let's have the effects, and I will probably play this effect over here and solo this channel. So it's not very loud. You can hear it. It would be cool if it was sidechain actually. But it depends because we have other effects here. So what I'll do, I'm greeny meaning that, I guess. And moving on to this one here. This will be loud. And this, let's see where I am. It's looking like, let's see, the hook number 2 there. So it kind of needs to be quite a bit louder. So I'll have it there, I guess, and we'll see how the mix sounds. And let's look at this one. And there we go. It's fairly loud. But it needs to be as loud as this one because it goes into that. So I think I'll run that and go over and see if it's fine. A little louder. This one is at say -20.2 down. It's basically exactly the same. There we go. Now it is. Or it depends because it's recorded on different levels. That's the problem. See, that's the problem because every sample is recorded on different sound levels, as you can see by the waveforms actually. So that's why you can never go by the numbers basically. You have to use your ears to feel it in, kind of. Way up. Let's see here. I think that's pretty good. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. And here's the riser. Very fun to mix. Let's get it down. Sounds pretty decent. Really not too shabby. Kind of want it to be a little bit intense, so yeah, you should hear it. I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna buy the riser for the moment being. We can always tweak it later if we like. So let's see, now we have the pads over here, and I'm gonna probably play it. Done already. I just forgot to turn on greeny meanie. So let's see. Yeah, it's beautiful. So let's have let's have this greeny meanie, I suppose. Here we go. And let's also shut that automation track. Let's see these pads down over here. let's also try it over here because we have them there. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna buy that. Let's get it to greeny meeny state and let's check the pluck. I'm supposing if there's nothing else. No. So let's see. I think it should be -14. Yeah, that's sweet. That's perfect. I feel. Shouldn't be too loud. Should still hear it. That's pretty decent. I'm gonna say that's nice. So let's say main lead. I'm gonna say here we go and greeny meeny state. There we go. And here's the main lead, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually have that a little louder instead of lower. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now finally mixed our beautiful trance track, and the name for this track will not be Beam Revival as I've labeled it up here. The name for this track, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be, I'm gonna save it right over here and you will see what I will have this called. This is a weird name, but I love these quirky names sometimes. So I'm gonna write it in violetly. So it's not violently, it's a violetly. Violetly cascading. That's what we want. Now that's weird, but that's good enough for me. Let's have it over here. And you're gonna scratch your skull wondering why on earth would I call it something like that. But that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes we need that in life. So I'm gonna call that Violetly Cascading Volume Mix. And in Swedish that's volym, not volume. So okay, volume mix. And I'm gonna say save there for now when I'm ready. There we go. And I'm also going to save as, what do you call it? Collect and save just in case. So we have all the samples collected in the same folder. All right, great. So for now, the only thing we have left is this little kick here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this again and see that I'm fine with the... Yeah, it sounds really nice. It's really not too shabby, man. The only problem that I have is this backing lead. It is really a nuisance because it's not really in line with everything. So I'm gonna rename this probably right now backing lead, because I know it's a problem. I always have problem with it. So I may be able to perfect that later. So let's backing rename backing lead. Here we go. And then I will take this main lead, backing lead. So that's what we call it. Actually, it's a backing pluck, to be honest. So let's call it a pluck. There we go. Backing pluck. Ish. There we go. And man, can you hear how even it sounds in the mixing now compared to the first? It sounds like all the sounds are blending together. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not in absolute harmony perfection, but it's way better than it was at the start. That's for sure. So let's have it at that, and I will greeny meeny the main lead to that one, and there we go. So That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I forgot a little kick here. This one may actually need a louder something. So we're gonna see that. So let's see. So where it's way too. It needs to be louder. Maybe even that could be much louder. Yeah, no, I feel it should be something like that, maybe. I don't want to take it too loud, it sounds amateurish. So let's just have it there. And Greeny Meanie, finally, we are done with the entire track. Yeah, I mean, the volume mix is really pretty fine, in my opinion. I'm going to unsolo everything, and we have finally fixed what the, weirdly enough, the pink noise mixing was was not fixing. So maybe I should have done this straight away. I'm not sure. You have to blame me in that case. So, but anyways, this is gonna be interesting to listen to. We're gonna unsolo everything like this, and then we have everything back to the original state. I'm gonna to do like this in case we need the pink noise for something. I'm gonna move this over here, and I'm gonna have it like over there, and I'll move the pink noise to maybe the break. There we go. It doesn't really matter where it is. It could be at the start as well. So, and there we go. I'm gonna save this thing. Save. Make sure your pink noise is muted if you ever followed this tutorial for this mixing session. And what we'll do is now is the last thing to do is to actually play the entire track and listen with entertainment ears and see if it sounds good enough for you guys. So we are actually, the track actually ends almost at 7 minutes, so 6:50 or whatever. So you can also see if you feel the track is too long, then you have done a ton of extra work in vain. But I don't really care, because I know most EDM music are around 7 minutes nowadays. I mean, for trance anyway. So it's nothing uncommon. Any hooters, we are done with the mix. I'm gonna save again. And I'll also, just in case, collect and save again. That I didn't need to do, but I'll do it anyway. And now, while this is muted, we will play the entire track, and we will listen with very high criticism in our work. And here you see the mixing in Bitwig. You can also go to the mixer over here, and you have your mixer there in Bitwig, so you can, you know, change, or you can check it there. All right, let's kick off the mix. Are you ready? 3DFX out, let's go. Oh yeah, that sounds good from the start. Man. Let's just see if there's nothing bad happening here. But I think we should have the sidechain louder here, actually. We're gonna continue listening. Wow. It's clean now. could be king. There we go. Can't really hear the backing plug. So let's louden that. There. That's probably better. A little bit maybe. Let's try the hook again. Something like that. Let's do that without a plug. Alright, so what I found out about this is I know the plug has been a big pain all the time because it's so intricate in the melody and whatever. I don't really want to remove it, but it's off somehow still. So I might do a tweak on it later and rewrite it to a little bit more perfection because it is a little annoying but yeah, anyway, but I do still want the melody there because I do feel it gives an emotional something, and so it's pretty important for me to have it still there. So we'll see what we do with this in the future. We'll see if we tweak it or whatever. So but if not, then we can always remove it and become, you know, like this instead. And that's all fine and dandy. It's just a little more basic. So I'm, you know, a big thing for me in trance music is the ARPs. So I like that little ear tease with them. That's just what I do. Okay, let's continue listening here. This is a little low, perhaps. Okay, yeah, because I changed the main lead. But I don't really want to change that. It doesn't sound good. So. Okay, let's go. It does become a little silent compared to the drop, because I did change the main lead on that one, so I kind of have to change the other ones to make just, you know, a little better. But I feel I had such a nice transparency here, so I didn't really want to want to change that, so maybe I will just go back and do the opposite, change this back. So I don't know, because I feel so nice with the transparent sound here. I like it. I don't know, because it's pretty important to have this main lead punchy and stick out. So while these ones are supposed to really dolce, you know, they're supposed to really kind of stroke you in a nice way, you know what I mean? But well, this is more aggressive. So that's what I love about this track. It has two edges. It has the good side and the bad side, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's mostly only uplifting. It's not dark. That's not one thing. But it's aggressive here, and it calms down with a breakdown there. That's what I love about trance sometimes, many times. So, I don't know about you guys, but that's me. So, let's see. Okay, let's see here. You could do to try to mute the lead just a tad little bit instead is actually just try a reverb on it, because reverbs actually lower the volume when you have more reverb. So but also you get less control, so that's the trade-off. But that sounds pretty good. And we cannot really hear the backing clock a lot here, and that's a problem and so on. And I think that is something we could be able to fix with equalizing. So that is the last step for this track we'll do. It's to try to equalize it, and we'll see if we can better it somehow. Already fairly decent, because most of the sounds are equalized in the synth itself, which is good, but might need a bit of touch up anyway. So we'll see what we can do with this in the next tutorial. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this was the volume touch-up video from 3dFX, and this is what I wanted to show you guys today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like my type of videos, you know what to do. You need to subscribe, you need to like the video, you need to share it with your friends, and come back to my channel whenever there's a new notification. Don't forget to click that bell. All right, see you very soon, guys, and this is 3dFX out.